Bishop Strickland has fallen victim to the heresy of papalatry, which is advocated by Bishop Schneider in particular. For this false obedience and submission to the heretic who occupies the papal office, Strickland has abandoned his flock. Bishop Schneider and many traditional Catholics are convinced that even when Bergoglio commits the greatest heresies and crimes, they must insist on his remaining in office at all costs. They fear a so-called fragmentation or split of the external church structure. They have a false hope that after the heretic Bergoglio, a true pope will come and that all will be well. But this is a great self-delusion. The heretic who occupies the papacy will laugh in their faces for their naivety because, first, he has already ensured that no orthodox pope can officially come after him. Let them put two and two together and see which cardinals the current pseudo-pope has appointed. They have the same spirit as Bergoglio. Second, the heresy of papalatry will cause the last Orthodox bishops anywhere in the world to voluntarily resign their offices and leave the flock entrusted to them to the ravening wolves. Bergoglio's abuse of papal authority and the equal abuse of authority of the Bergoglian bishops will serve to implant sodomy and idolatry, coupled with Satanism, in every diocese and every parish. And regarding the external structure of the Church, such as schools, hospitals, charitable institutions, churches, church premises, all of this will, thanks to the heresy of papalatry, pass without resistance into the hands of the apostates, who are in unity with the satanic spirit of the deep state. So, the heresy of papalatry, with its false obedience, is currently the means of achieving self-destruction of the papacy itself and of the whole Church. Of course, the gates of hell will not prevail against the Church, but because of the heresy of papalatry represented by Bishop Schneider, there will only remain a handful of believers in a catacomb church without churches and without institutions. May the painful case we have seen of Bishop Strickland's false obedience open the eyes of the supporters of papalatry in the ranks of traditional Catholics and make them radically break with this heresy. To the question of what Bishop Strickland was supposed to do, we answer. Bishop Strickland was supposed to stay in his office and not leave. His obedience to a manifest heretic was essentially a betrayal of Christ and the flock entrusted to him by Christ. Moreover, he thereby made it clear that he continued to regard the manifest heretic occupying the papal office as a proper pope. This self-delusion is a tragedy both for him and for his diocese. Bishop Strickland has thrown away the chance God gave him to set a good example of a brave shepherd who stands for Christ and his teachings against the arch-heretic Bergoglio, who has dedicated himself to Satan. With painful helplessness, we have watched this tragedy where this Orthodox bishop has de facto betrayed and serves as a warning example of a victim of the heresy called papalatry.